Welcome back, everyone. This is Staring from Asterian Gaming. Today we're running Maul, the Capital Gardens. Maul is actually a 3-part instance. So we're going to start in Capital Gardens and work our way to the other ones. But let's get these quests here. As you can see, the curse remains. You need to kill the magistrate and Ravenoak. And the Syndra's agent. Speak to the agent.
Go in peace.
Now, the Watcher here also hands you a quest. Ironbark and Warpward, you need to kill these. You need to keep Warpward. But in the Capital Gardens, in order to access some areas, you see these blue crystals. You'll need to destroy them. So we're gonna make our way. If I could jump. We're going to make our way over to here, and right off the bat, there is the quest. Boss right there, Warpwood. They'll take this one out pretty easily. Now, you see, it's the downside is you really should kill everything here, because if you don't, well, as you can see, I'm getting swarmed by all the elementals. Basically, all the big elementals here will show up. But as you see right off the bat, you can already hand that right in after just killing the first boss. Now for the other quest, you gotta actually make your way up. The ancient is right there on the bridge overlooking, so it's gonna be a bit of a fight to get there. Now, I believe the magistrate or the magister is right in here, so you gotta go through a few undead ads here. Now you see the green little light there. There is the magister. Take them out, and you get part of that quest completed. God, I have Flame to the Father on you. Nope. As you see, the curse remains. That's the first one. The other one you'll be looking for is actually upstairs along with the ancient you need to talk to. If I could get myself up there, auto run for a sec. This is so much fun. Okay. And there you go. This boss here is actually basically an undead hunter. An undead elf hunter. Just it's got a pet undead bear named Farah. So just take them out and you will complete the Curse Remain quest. And of course you can skin the bear. Throw these down here. I forgot to clear out my inventory before I started. As you can see, there is the ancient you will need to talk to. Simply hand in your quest. It's a little bit of money.
Go in peace.
And then the quest you'll get is the Madness Within. You need to destroy a Molithar. Now to do this, you actually have to destroy these 5 pylons by destroying the aberrations that are powering them. Once you kill Molithar, you have to confront the prince who's nearby in order to engage. Originally, the prince will not fight you until you kill Molithar. The prince is just basically a neutral mob that you cannot attack. Then while I'm here, since sometimes you do get some old loot back there that actually will give you transmogs, you gotta grab them while you can. Now, in order to get to the next area where Molithar and the prince is, you actually have to go through the doors that was at the first boss. Now, as you see, you can't jump over, it won't let you. So you actually have to do a bit of running around, go down to here, and the doors will be right there. Lucky for me, I'm on a character that has a bit of a speed. Now the door you need to go through is right there. They'll take you to through a little corridor that will end up having you in the bigger area, where those last 2 pylons you'll need to take out will be there. Then a Molithar will be in the center. As a side bit of information, a Molithar was actually required back then, I believe in Classic, for the Warlock to get their mount. Now there that is. As you can see, there's a pylon on each side. Just gotta take them out when all 5 are unpowered. You'll be able to break down the barrier and charge in. And this is why you loot the mobs, because you never know if they're gonna drop something worth looting. Sometimes you can get something you can sell, or something you don't even have a transmog of. The only thing I don't like about Fel Rush is how it activates and makes you want to fight stuff. And with that, as you can see, the barrier goes down. Now sure, the summoners go to hostile, but you don't need to engage them. As you can see, a Molithar there does the dirty work for you. Now, back then, the moment you had to be careful entering here, because the Molithar actually had a huge threat radius. So basically, back then I got to here, he was on me. But luckily, that's not like that anymore.
I'm out of range.
You pretty much take them out. You can actually skin a Molithar too. And now, as you saw, it counts as a core hound too. The Prince loses it now and will make them hostile towards you, other than just a neutral mob. Now you see there's another little path you can take to get to the Prince. Another door you'll have to go through. Open the door. And as you can see, this used to actually be a rep group. Unfortunately, I never got to exalt it because I literally slacked off a little bit. But now as you see, the Prince would have been neutral, but because you killed a Molithar, now he's angry. You take out the Prince. Another Xbox. Now that the Prince is taken care of, you'll be able to go hand into quests. Now, as you can see, I did not mean to do that, but these ads are technically attackable. You don't want to bother, because they're not going to be hostile. They're neutral. The Prince is the only one you want to kill. But that door there will take you into another area of Dire Maul, which I will be doing a video on later about the dungeon quest. But we're going to run back, hand these in, and I'll show you what you get for these quests. And I'm glad today because it looks like I got like 3 pieces of transmog gear out of this run, which is always a plus because I always do like doing this trial style. So, that could be used as a hunter garb for one of my elves. Okay. There we go. Now the only downside is the Madness Within. To hand that in, you actually have to go back up to the Ancient to hand it in. Because unfortunately none of these bosses, or none of these quest givers actually come out to the end area to let you hand them in. Most of those quests most of those dungeons from Classic that do that now were actually remade for the current X packs they were put in for. Fortunately, Dire Maul never fit into a new X pack, so it stayed the same basically. So the long trek is you gotta make your way here to hand in. But I wouldn't mind seeing some rework on this. It'd be interesting to see what ideas they could have of it. But yep, this is where you hand in the Madness Within,
Goddess bless you.
which just gives you XP and money,
May the
of course.
stars.
But as you can see,
What brings you here? Goddess.
now
watch
we're
over
gonna
you.
head back to claim that treasure, of course. Luckily here, you can just jump off. You won't have to worry about having to go back down. Now, is that, I believe that there is required for the Paladin's Mouth quest back then, and I believe that happens when you defeated Warpwood. Now, as you see, handing in the Warp Defender just gets you some XP and money, of course. And then Highborn here, the Curse Remains, will get you money and XP, of course. Now we're going to head down to the treasure chest and see what we can get out of it. As you can see, there's kind of like an invisible wall there on that ramp, which is kind of weird. But these little bonus objectives are actually located in other areas, of course. I believe these two are located in both together in one area. This was always the downside of Dire Maul, was the long treks. Wasn't as bad as Blackrock Depths, but second worst when it came to having to trek through the whole thing. See, the treasure chest you saw earlier is down below here, this little ramp, so we're gonna go ahead and loot that and see what we can get. And what do we have? As you see, you get a nice chunk of money. And apparently I also get an achievement for Dungeon Quest. But this has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe to these videos. To also go check out my Twitch channel, which I try to stream daily on. Until then, I will see you all in our next video.